Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. I'm going to show you how to change your tailgate handle in a 2010 Toyota Tundra. You can see this one's broken. Somebody tried to steal this tailgate, and so they of course pried on it, and luckily the handle was locked, but they still managed to snap that, as you can see right there. We're going to get that tailgate open, and then I'll show you how to change that handle. First thing we need to do is get in the back here and remove all of these T30 torx bit screws. There's 8 of them that hold this back panel on. Already got these 2 out, and now when you take off the last one, just make sure you got a hand on there so it doesn't drop. Now to open the tailgate, you see these 2 arms right here in this lever. You just need to pull on them. Just like that. We've got the tailgate popped open. Then we can drop that down. Alright, hopefully you can see this okay. I'm shooting this upside down. But the first thing I like to do is remove these 2 arms. These plastic clips, if you just grab a pair of needle nose or some pliers, just snap them like that, and then you can turn them, and that allows you to pull this rod out. We'll do the same thing with this one here. Just snap it until it comes out, lift out the rod, set it aside. You can see right here, this piece right here, this is the other side of the handle that's snapped off, and that's why we're replacing this. The next thing I'm going to do is remove the backup camera. This is just 2 8mm bolts. And then we just want to be careful with the camera, just kind of set it in there carefully so we don't scratch it or anything. Next we can just remove these 2 8mm bolts that hold the handle in. And then put your hand underneath, and you can kind of just pull this. This has a little plastic tab in there. Just snap that up this way and then rotate the handle out. You can see right here, this is the piece that's snapped off and broken. Okay, so here's our new handle. It looks the same. This is an aftermarket. There's the company and the part number there for you, but of course I'll get a link in the description for you here too. You'll notice though, of course, we need to change out our lock cylinder. Easiest way I found to do that is just a little screwdriver. Just get in here and try to pull that spring or that clip out. Just enough to where we can pop that lock cylinder out. So you just pull it out just enough, and then this lock cylinder just pulls straight out just like so. And here's our new part right here. Just line up that lock cylinder. Here you're going to want to make sure that you line up this plastic tab with that metal piece on there. And then you can kind of just press it in place and just make sure that this new clip goes over the metal tabs inside the lock cylinder. It looks like it went in just fine. Just by pressing it, you don't even have to take it out. I'm just going to double check by pulling on that. That feels okay. The last video I did, I had some trouble with the spring, the aftermarket spring, but this is doing just fine. Let's double check that with the key real quick. Looks good. You can see that moves and actuates these 2 handles. And then locked, you pull on it, and it doesn't move these 2 arms here. So just verify that everything's working. It's probably not a bad idea to hit that with some WD-40 or some kind of a grease or something, just to make sure. I'll hit that here in a minute. The other thing I want to mention is this little arm, this plastic arm right here where it makes contact with this metal piece. I'm also going to put a little dab of grease underneath that, and I did have another issue with one of these where it started wearing into the plastic. So I'm just going to do that real quick. A little dab of grease underneath this little arm right here, and that seems to help cut down on that wear. Alright, now it's ready to go back in. Same thing, just come up here from below and get that hinged part in. Just press up until we can snap that bottom part in. There's a little lip on the inside edge here. Just need to make sure you push it up, and then it will snap in all the way. You can see now that the holes are lined up. Just because this ledge here, you want to make sure that the plastic is sitting above the metal lip there. I'm just going to tighten these by hand just to make sure we don't overdo it or snap them off. And then we can reposition the camera. That just lines up fairly easily, it just kind of snaps right back into that same opening. Just take it easy on the torque here. I've seen where people have snapped these off. So be careful when you tighten these, just make sure you don't overdo it, otherwise you'll snap those. So now we can put these arms back in place. Just press them in, snap the clip. Same with this other side here. This clip's being a little stubborn here, doesn't want to, should just go right in. There it goes. And then just snap it in place again. Verify that everything works mechanically before you put the cover back on. Now we can put that panel back on and just line it up here. Got all these screws started by hand. You're going into a little plastic piece there, so you just want to line those up. Get them tightened down. Again, just don't over tighten these, because you'll just snap all the little plastic pieces. Just get them snug. We also just cleaned and greased up these little door catches. Lock works as well. And you're done. Hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind. That does help me out. I'll get a link in the description where you can pick up this handle as well. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck.